Hey guys, welcome back. I am excited to be back in the studio today after a long recovery week. I was out last week for a surgery that was not planned at all. My gallbladder decided to just rear its ugly head and it had to come out. So I have been spending a week away. You've noticed social media has been not as loud and active, and that is the reason. But today I am back in the studio and wanted to record a piece to be able to help you guys understand the importance of investing time into advancing your PTA career so that you can raise your salary. And it's all about balancing your present employment with future career growth, and it can feel really hard to do sometimes. So today I want to break this down a little bit to see if I can bring a little air to the topic. So I know daily life is hard. All of us are, working our jobs, whether you're going in from 8 to 5 or you're a 10 to 6 or 10 to 7, or maybe you work weekends or PRN or home health. The hectic whirlwind of daily life can often cause you to just work, and not invest yourself into what will actually help you to aspire and grow in your professional growth. Now, I want to provide you with some information on how you can raise your salary as a PTA while managing work-life balance. And this topic of work-life balance has been a world of controversy, probably, on my plate, probably for the past 8 or 10 years. And I never really truly understood what does managing work-life balance, because when I work, I've always had that instinct to work and work harder so that I can make more money. And I love spending time with my family, and at that time, my work was my life. But as I get a little bit older, I see that work-life balance a little more clearly, because it is nice to have the time to be able to step away and do the things that you want to do during the daytime, when if you have a full-time job, you don't have that opportunity. And I've actually grown accustomed to not having to rush out of bed in the mornings, and I can enjoy my coffee in peace and, with my cats around. And it's pretty cool to be able to have the ability to do that and shift my hours around so that I can provide content to you guys and still meet deadlines on projects that I have, because there are many of them, and I still get the trainings in and get to speak with all of you about what I do in helping PTA. So this work-life balance, as I get a little bit older, I enjoy that opportunity of being able to do more things that I have fun doing. But to me, I was already balanced because I thoroughly enjoy what I'm doing here with you and helping PTAs go solo without having to go back to PT school, or without having to, go in a different direction outside our career, and even worse, staying where you are right now. And many of you are stuck earning $25 to maybe $50 an hour. And if you ask me, that is a great hourly rate for a 2-year degree. However, if you're a PTA and you're wanting to break into a 6-figure salary while continuing to provide better outcomes, and you want to use your current skills, this episode was made for you. Now, 6-figure salaries are not the typical norm for a PTA at all. In fact, for a PTA to earn this kind of income, you're going to need to gain specialized certifications or go back to school to have more than what you have right now. And that will allow you to get paid for what you're worth, but you do have to invest into that. And we start our careers as PTAs and we grow into management. And then we don't really have an upward mobility and growth after that. And this can be very frustrating and lead many of us to need to step outside physical therapy when we're looking to earn higher salaries. Now, for PTAs looking to earn those higher salaries, there is now a clear path that will allow you to balance work and life while you learn advanced skills and you grow to become a solo business owner. And with higher pay comes higher sacrifice in the short term. Now, if you're seeking six-figure salaries, you're going to need to make time to learn higher level skills. And this time investment is going to pay itself back in many, many ways. For me, it's allowed me to take time off during the day to attend my grandchildren's school events. I went last week, or well, it wasn't last week because of the surgery, but a week before that, to my grandson's fourth grade event, and it was a wax I think a wax statue event, and he was the wax statue, and it was pretty cool to be able to attend that. And that's a half a day event, because to get to his school, it takes me about an hour to get there. So to have that time to be able to be there and then spend a few hours with him and the family afterward is, I can't even express how nice that is. I don't have to ask off work. They call and they go, hey, are you available? And poof, I am available, and I make it happen. So, but I didn't always have that, guys. I had to put time in order to get that out in the long run. And I can now go over and visit my granddaughter and my daughter. And best of all, I work mostly from home and really enjoy getting up when I want to get up. No more alarm clock waking me up. And I love that. Now, it wasn't always this way. I opened my business as a solo PT clinic, and I had to hire a PT over 11 years ago. And I dreamed that opening that clinic would allow me to get what I have now. And I couldn't have been more wrong. Opening a PT clinic as a PTA was not fulfilling for me. In fact, there was no profit margin in the end at all. And it wasn't anything like what I wanted, because clinically, I thought that insurance constraints were what was holding me back from helping people. But what I found was it was physical therapy was holding me back, but that was my degree. I didn't have another way to advance. So I was kind of hitting a ceiling, and I needed to figure out what I needed to do. I knew I wanted to help people in a different way. And my entrepreneur journey led me down a path that allowed me to learn more about the human body as a whole. It connected me with functional medicine doctors and other holistic services, and it's also allowed me to be better understanding of consumer behavior, systems, business, marketing, and sales. And once I had training in all of these areas, I was able to clear a path for myself to earn more money. It didn't happen overnight, and I had to sacrifice a lot in the beginning. And that sacrifice for me was totally worth it. I now work in preventative health and wellness, and I help clients that are not looking for reactive care. My clients are typically looking for more long-lasting relief from pain and tightness. And I found a way to provide care that would keep people away from surgery that were experiencing pain and tightness. Now, you may be thinking, I really want to do what you're doing, and I want to help people stay away from surgery. I want to make more money, and I would love time freedom. But I have this commitment, or I have this family thing this weekend, or this event is planned this weekend. And I get it, guys. Sometimes it feels like you have too much going on to make a commitment to advance your salary. So you look into cheaper, easier courses that may seem like they're going to get you to move forward faster. But the truth is, there is no easy button when it comes to gaining financial freedom, especially when you're looking to make six figures. There's no quick fix. There's no one technique that you will turn into a six-figure PTA career. It's simply not that easy. Now, while family activities and leisure pursuits may bring you immediate joy, to advance your career as a PTA and to earn six figures or even more, and if you're considering cutting your time in half to where maybe you're only clinically working 30 hours, you're going to need to be able to prioritize and time manage and what you're doing right now. And there are going to be some sacrifices in the beginning. That means you might have to miss a baseball game so that you can attend a course. You might have to miss a event that was really important to you. But guys, know in the future, it won't ever happen again. But you do have to sacrifice in the beginning to be able to achieve the results that you want to achieve. You just have to discern what event can you do that so that you can get moving forward, because those people that are not moving forward, you're continually getting run over. Now, I recommend that you avoid the typical temptation of immediate enjoyment, especially if you're wanting to make six figures or work less. Many of you prioritize spending time with your family and engaging in enjoyable activities. And as these moments provide an immediate gratification and fulfillment, in the long term, the cost of focusing more on current enjoyment will cost you time towards career advancement. Had I put off starting my business in 2013, I would not be anywhere where I am right now in business. And despite the allure of present employment, neglecting opportunities to advance your PTA career can result in missed chances to professional growth and increased earning potential. Now, here's what you're going to need to do in order to earn six figures as a PTA. Right now, the only path to being able to provide hands-on treatment as a PTA is to work as a PTA. The other option for you, there are two clear paths. The other option for you is go to PT school and invest that time into PT school and that money into PT school so that you can make those PT salaries and you can provide physical therapy. Now, if you are a PTA and you're like, that is not the route that I want to go, then and you don't want to stay on the trajectory that you are right now because it limits you in maybe you're only getting $1 raise a year or 50-cent raise a year, and you're going to have to work 40 hours a week for the next 20 years and make the same amount of money. Your only choice, if you're not going to go to PT school and you want to utilize your hands-on skill, you want to utilize the fundamentals that you have as a PTA right now, is to specialize in advanced neuromuscular health and wellness. And that means gaining a stretch mobility coach, certification. Now, what that means is, so a stretch mobility coach actually sells the stretch methodology. A PTA sells physical therapy. So that's what the two things are different. And if PTA is here and a stretch mobility coach is here, and the ladder for stretch mobility coach continues to go up, where if you're a PTA, you do a lot of lateral moves and you might jump up just a little bit, but there's mostly a lateral shift. And if you're wanting to shift away to make money because that's what you want to do and you want to let go of your hands-on, then that career path, you can go that way as well. Now, you need to learn an advanced skill and gain a service offering that is not PT. You need to make sure that you don't use your PTA credentials for most states, and you want to learn how to attract a different type of client, one that wants to stay in shape and live a life without limits. And when I say live a life without limits, what I'm saying is, right now we brace clients. We give them a brace and we have them wear a brace with activities so that they don't have pain. Or you may have them only perform a squat into this range because that's where they don't have pain. Guys, I'm talking about getting them into that deeper squat. I'm talking about rebuilding everything so it moves correctly so that they don't have to wear that brace. And I'm talking about keeping them away from surgery. And this is going to take personal sacrifice. You need to make the decision to sacrifice short-term enjoyment in favor of investing time into your career. And this will be hard at first, and it requires determination and drive to do this, but the sacrifice today will allow you to make more money and allow you to do the things that you want to do tomorrow. And while it may seem difficult to prioritize courses or training programs over family activities initially, doing so can pave the way for long-term career fulfillment and financial stability. If you want to build a better future for yourself and your family, think of your training to be a short-term sacrifice. And this sacrifice is the same way you would think about going back to school to be a PT. The only difference is this training is only 3 days, only a Thursday, Friday, Saturday commitment initially, and a heck of a lot less money than physical therapy. And by investing time in career advancement now, you're not only securing your financial future, but also laying a foundation for a more fulfilling and balanced life in the long term. Now, while the sacrifice may be challenging initially, the rewards of career growth and increased earning potential far outweigh the temporary discomfort. If you want to learn how I help PTA step away from reactive care and you want to earn six figures, I'd recommend that you schedule a career call with me today so that I can walk you through the process and tell you what it takes to become a stretch mobility coach with time and finances. And guys, if you are liking this channel, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button. And if you will look below the show notes, I'll make sure that I have a free download for you so that you can look a little deeper into how you can earn 6 figures as a PTA. Guys, I'll see you next week. Thanks so much for joining me.